What's up, everyone? Tyler DeLuca back here with yet another WNBA team preview. And today we are talking about a team that I am very, very, very excited to see this season after they made some win now moves, even against what I said, the Chicago Sky. Look, they made the trades. They go and get Ariel Atkins. They go and get Courtney Vandersloot. They go and get Rebecca Allen. They made a lot of win now moves, and they got better. They got better. But is it enough in the current frame of the WNBA to go and contend? That is what we're going to talk about today. Ceiling, floor, and the three things that I'm looking for from the Chicago Sky this season. Let's dive into it. To me, the ceiling is the second round. The semifinals, the floor is the first. I absolutely think the Chicago Sky are going to make the playoffs this season. Look, I've been thinking about this. I don't know. Because the more I'm thinking about the Chicago Sky, and like, I'm not going to lie, at the time of recording this, I made this graphic last night. And I'm going to say something out loud and just see how it sounds. I might hate it. I might love it. I think that the Chicago Sky can be the fifth seed in the WNBA this season. I kind of love it. I'm not going to lie. That didn't sound bad coming like that. I kind of love it. But these are the three things to me that are most important to making that happen. One, year two of Angel and Kamilla. Look, Angel Reese was record-breaking, record-setting in her rookie season. And the defense was there. Like, I think the most obvious critique of her game is just the finishing at the rim. And even then, she was still absolutely incredible in her rookie season. Look, we started seeing some new pieces of putting the ball on the floor more, a lot of kind of what we saw at Maryland more so than we saw at LSU, and that kind of big guard status, right? If she's able to continue to do that, to continue to build her range out, that is absolutely massive for the Chicago Sky team, along with just general development. Like, it's just year two, you know? And the same goes for Camilla Cardoso, who was absolutely killing it overseas in China this season. Just ridiculous, frankly, when the numbers that she was putting up in China. These two have all WNBA potential in year two, both of them. And like, to me, I would be disappointed if both of them, maybe not both of them, if at least one isn't contending for all WNBA status this season. I would be a little bit not disappointed, because again, it's just year two, but like, that is just to me how good I think that they can be already, and where that they are at. And with that, like, you this is a big dominated league, and if they can get rolling in the way that they potentially can, like the semifinals, getting out of the first round, and whether it be through upsetting someone as the lower seed or potentially getting in that 4-5 matchup, I could see it. Now, I still think, and I don't know if they're on that contender level yet. I don't think that they're all the way there yet. But like, I kind of see, like, I might have been too low on the semifinal ceiling, if like at the absolute best, honestly. And that is just because of how high I am on Angel Reese and Camilla Cardoso. They are just both so good already and can be even better. And that's just, there's so much to be excited about with that. But to continue on, the new pieces. I was very critical of the Chicago Sky in making win now moves, because again, I don't think it's enough right now. But with that being said, if you're going to make win now moves, I feel like they made the right ones. Ariel Atkins, Rebecca Allen are 3-and-D type players that can help space the floor while also defending on the perimeter. And obviously, like, the big kind of loss this season was getting rid of Kennedy Carter. And like, that was the decision made to not bring her back. Obviously, isn't in the WNBA right now, so other teams shared that opinion in that way. So you're looking at a different perimeter offense this season, and that is both exciting, because I don't think you are relying on the perimeter offense all that much, because again, you have Angel Reese and Camilla Cardoso, certainly helps with that. But Ariel Atkins is a winning player, is a player that has done it. Rebecca Allen is, like, again, like, if I could have like picked them to go and get a player that is already existing in the league, that fits into what like I want next to Angel Reese and Camilla Cardoso, Rebecca Allen was probably that player. Like I love that pickup so incredibly much. And again, like it's just about the impact that they can have. What are you asking of them? Are you just asking them to kind of be 3-and-D and you're playing through your bigs? Are you asking them to go shot make? What does that look like? And in Tyler Marsh's new system with the Chicago Sky, what does that look like? Is something that I'm very interested in. But like generally speaking, you have pretty decent shooting across the board. Like you have decent depth. Like I see the vision. Again, I'm still not completely sold that going and getting either going and getting Ariel Atkins is better than going to get Sonia Citron. I'm not completely sold on that, but I like now that we're here, you obviously got better this offseason. And I'm really excited to see where those new pieces can impact and how much they can impact. But one other new piece that I specifically did not mention was Courtney Vandersloot, who is returning back to Chicago from New York, coming off a ring. Look, Courtney Vandersloot is 36. I love this as kind of a stopgap point guard. I'm intrigued to see how much you're getting out of Courtney Vandersloot. I thought she was really solid in the first preseason game. But look, I mean, when it comes to being a point guard, nobody does it better than Courtney Vandersloot. Like she's one of the best point guards that the league has seen, and like just in general over the course of her career. And to bring her in alongside Camilla and Angel is incredible. Just if nothing else, to have a post-entry passer. Because goodness gracious, that is a lost art across women's basketball as a whole. It's just having a good post-entry pass. And you got two great posts to pass it to. Obviously is able to go and get a shot of her own when needed as well. Is going to be a phenomenal vet for Haley Van Lith. So I'm incredibly excited about that. But to me, so where I stand with the Chicago Sky, do the new pieces all make sense? Yes, absolutely. Like I think from a fit perspective and surrounding Kamilla and Angel, who are obviously going to be the main forms of offense for this team, and you're still very, very good on defense as well with both of them, plus Rebecca Allen and Ariel Atkins. Like you're going to be good on defense as well. Like to me, I think that the ceiling, the playoffs are going to happen. I'm pretty confident in that. The ceiling can be even higher than semifinals based on Angel Reese and Kamilla Cardoso, because I do think that the impact of the new pieces get you into the playoffs. I think the development of Angel and Kamilla takes you how far into the playoffs. That's kind of where I stand with the Chicago Sky. And if they both just develop incredibly, then maybe win now was the right move. But to me, I still just think it's based on their development. And again, it can be massive in year two. If they take massive leaps, then we can see that. And because again, they're already both so good. And it's enough to make the playoffs. Is it enough to warrant win now moves across the WNBA where like your contenders are still pretty well set? That I'm not 100% sure of. But when you think about the recipe to success in the WNBA over the course of the years, you have good shooting, you have decent guards, but ultimately you have dominant bigs. And you have two of them that are dominant is the word to describe them. And with that, I'm not going to count you out. I'm simply not. And so I'm excited to see what they do. I'm excited to see if the hindsight proves that winning now and making those type of moves were the right moves for the Chicago Sky. And ultimately, more than anything, I'm excited to see year two of Kamilla and Angel, because this duo is so incredibly exciting. They're young, they're great, they're dominant. Where do they get better? That is what I'm excited to see. But let me know what you think about the Chicago Sky. Are they ready to take a massive leap? Is it a smaller leap? Where do you see them ending this WNBA season, both in their seeding and where they end up? If they make the playoffs in your eyes, where do you think that they end up in this WNBA season? And what are you hoping for from these new pieces? Let me know down below. I'm interested in hearing what you have to say. Make sure you're tapped in across the board with no cap space as we enter into the 2025 WNBA season. Like, subscribe, share, comment, all that stuff here on YouTube. And of course, all of our print and podcast content, all on NoCapSpace, WBB.com. You can find every link in the description below, and I'll see you next time.